I've got our guests with us here from Vancouver, British Columbia, the Bottom Shelf Bourbon Trio, and they are going to be playing this evening at Conway Muse. And I think, is it 7:30 to 10 or 7 o'clock to 10? What is that show tonight?
I think it starts at 7:30 if I remember correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me get your, hang on just a second, I need to get your mics tuned on. One more time, run that by 7:30, you think it is?
Yeah, we'll
Good,
start
now
playing
we
music
can hear
around
you.
7:30.
Now we can hear you, that's good.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. We're playing with a couple of local artists, and we're going to be doing songs in the round style, and so we're just going to be passing the mic back and forth all night.
You know, I've seen some of that, and I was not aware that Alpha was doing that, and that's turned out really good. As a matter of fact, our next guest, that's how I met them, was the group that they were playing with. I had heard them, and they had been on my show before, and I had not met Carol and Joe until that night. And it was, you know, I didn't know how that was going to turn out, but everybody got along really well, and shared songs that turned out really well. You're going to be performing tonight, and I didn't know it until yesterday, with somebody that I really like an awful lot, and Sherry.
Yeah.
Have you heard her before?
I have not, and
God.
Absolutely love Alpha, who runs the Conway Muse. And
She's
I
wonderful.
Absolutely trust her to curate a great lineup. So looking forward to meeting Sherry and Mitch.
Sherry's been on my show, and she's what's his name with that singing show on TV hasn't discovered her. I'm not quite sure yet, but she's amazing. You guys will like her a lot. She writes all of her own music, and she's got a deep, throaty voice, and she'll knock your socks off. You know? She made me cry. She made me cry in here. She came trotting in here with a keyboard and sang a song that she had written, and I started crying. I couldn't believe it. She was amazing. Well, tell me a little bit about yourselves. I know you guys are from Vancouver, but that's not where you're from originally, I don't think, is it?
No, we both live in Vancouver, but I'm from a little tiny village called Pugwash, Nova Scotia, on the east coast of Canada. Chris is from the prairies, a town called Edmonton.
Just a tiny little place, yeah.
A little place.
Yeah.
A little cold place.
That's great. Good.
But yeah, we've both been living in Vancouver for quite some time, and we met in Vancouver about 4 years ago and been playing ever since.
That's great. That's great. I've asked you to bring your instruments, and I thank you so much for doing that. Would you like to play a live song for us?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
That's great. What would you like to do?
We're going to try a new song, or a newish song. This is a song we've been working on a new album.
And you shared that new album with me, and I played a song off of it last week that I love. By the way, I love that whole new album. I know you've been real protective of it because it's not been master mixed and ready to put out, for record, or not for recording, but for publication, I guess is the way you should put that.
Right.
And hang on a second, I'm going to switch this. I can hear a little better when I do this. But that's a terrific album, guys.
Oh, thanks so much.
I really like that a lot. I didn't say anything about that last week, but I introduced my audience to, is it 49, 53, I think?
Yeah, 49 and 53.
Right, I really like that a lot. What would you like for it to do today?
This is a song called Slumberland.
Great.
This is, I wrote this while laying in a hammock on Main Island, which is one of the southern Gulf Islands off of Vancouver Island, not too far away from here. But just had a lovely afternoon and laying in a hammock and watching the birds in the trees, and the song just came to me.
Take it away, whenever you're ready.
All right. Actually, I'm going to lower this seat a little bit. Never mind. I won't. 1, 2, 3. I was dreaming last night of the evening, the last Slumberland. Baby, show me off to Slumberland. We laid in our hammocks, slowly swinging while we talk, watching silhouettes of ravens in the treetops. You went away like a star at daybreak, so I'm left with better days. When it still aches like a bone that never set, like a seam somebody split. These pages show the rage, but this story ain't done yet. Baby, show me off to Slumberland. Baby, show me off to Slumberland. Now it's all long nights that never end, and the saddest songs that I can stand. One last toast that you made. Now every night I watch you softly drift away. Baby, show me off to Slumberland. Show me off to Slumberland. Baby, show me off to Slumberland. Show me off to Slumberland. Baby, show me off to Slumberland.
Thank you guys. That was really beautiful. And that's from the new album as well.
Yeah, yeah.
When and isn't that the name of the album, Slumberland?
It's going to be. It's actually a surprise to us. I wrote this song about 3 weeks before we went into the studio, and we jammed on it a couple times, and we said, we'll try it in the studio. You always go in with more songs than you need.
Right.
Like we've ended up cutting 5 songs, and this one we were like, well, if it doesn't work out, we'll just cut it. And then when we heard it back, we were like, dang, I think this might be the strongest song on the album, so we kept it.
I really like the whole album a lot. I just think it's just terrific.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really do. Let's mention again that you'll be tonight at Conway Muse.
Yes.
And you're going to be in, isn't what they call that the Muse Bird Cafe? Is that what that?
Yeah, for the songwriters around thing.
Yeah, songwriters around table with Sherry Roberts Grimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she'll be joined with Mitch. Mitch.
I should have had that memorized, but I didn't.
Me too. I actually checked him out, and he's a really mean harmonica player too.
Oh,
so I'm really stoked to hear him.
I'm telling you, the three of you tonight, that'll be a great show.
Yeah.
When you see Sherry, remind her that she made me cry. I've been doing this a long time, and I've never had a song make me cry, but she wrote one that, and I don't think she's ever recorded it.
I can tell you right now, as a songwriter, there's really nothing more moving. We played a show one night in Snoqualmie.
Oh, yeah.
At the Black Dog, which is a fantastic venue.
Yeah.
And we have this song. My husband and I did the long distance relationship for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And I wrote a song about that. And I always ask if people have done the long distance thing. And there was an older couple who had. And while we played that song, they held hands, and she leaned her head against his shoulder, and he leaned his head against her head. And at the end of the song, they both straightened up, and he was wiping his eyes, and I made an 80-year-old man cry with this song about being away from your lover, and it's one of the highlights of my musical career. to be
That's
honest.
great. Now I don't feel so bad.
No.
I'm glad to hear that. I haven't told you this yet because I just thought about it, but the first time that I heard your music, you know who you kind of reminded me of a little bit with your voice? The Handsome Family.
Huh.
Have you heard of
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
You know who they
Oh,
are?
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw them in Manhattan once along.
They're
They're pretty amazing. though.
his voice is a lot like yours, maybe a bit deeper,
Yeah.
but they also play
Yeah.
roots music.
Yeah.
And listen to some of their music sometime. It'll
Yeah.
remind you of
Chris introduced me to them, and I
Yeah.
think it's because there's not a whole lot of us who sing baritone.
right.
Yeah.
And I actually read a while ago that the last really big music star to sing baritone was Elvis. There's been
I hadn't
no
even
one
thought
since
about
then.
that. That's pretty interesting, isn't
Yeah,
it?
like there's been some popular singers, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot of us, and so I know there's sometimes I'll be working on a new song, and I'll think to myself, you know what, that sounds a little too much like Johnny Cash, that sounds a little too much like Elvis, I got to change it up,
Yeah.
That's funny.
because yeah, there's not a whole lot of us doing it there, so we definitely remind everybody of each other, I think.
That's great.
Yeah.
My special guests this afternoon are the Bottom Shelf Bourbon Trio from Vancouver, British Columbia, who will be playing tonight with Artists in the Round at Conway Muse, which for this area is. You've been to Conway before, haven't you?
We have, yes.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
so I don't have to tell you there's like this huge barn that you could fit all 7 houses in.
Yeah.
You think, how can you get anybody? But you know, that's the funny thing about good music is people will find you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and there are lots of places like that, you know, around here. There's just no question. Edison's another one where the Edison Tavern. I mean, you could
Yeah.
drive right by it and not even know, but they have good music there as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
And the music's just such a great venue and in such an unexpected spot. It's one of those places you play and you're like, oh, we must be in the wrong place. And then you come around the corner and find it there. And it's just,
Right.
it's such an interesting spot, and so it just has so much character, and so you can kind of feel the history of that place. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really nice is since this is a beautiful night, I don't know who's playing upstairs tonight, but if it's the night that I was there, John Nemeth was playing, who's one of my absolute favorites. And so what they did is they opened the old hayloft door, and the music was
cool.
just barreling, and the parking lot, it just sounded like you were right there. It was just coming right out. The door was open with a chain holding it open. And here was this harmonica just blowing away on it. And I thought, oh my God, I've died and gone to heaven. You know,
Yeah.
I really have. It was great. How about doing another song for us? Could you?
Sure, yeah.
What do you want to do for this time?
You want to do an original or a cover? Yeah, let's do Walk On Boy. You know Doc Watson?
I do know Doc Watson,
All right.
and Merle too, for that matter.
Well, this is actually a song that I picked up off of one of the Doc and Merle albums.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's called Walk On Boy.
Sounds good. Thank you.
1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I was born one morning, rain was a-pouring down. I heard my mama say to my papa, let's call John Henry Brown. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. Well, I left my mama and papa just about the age of 10. I got myself a job of working on the levee, toting water for them hard-working men. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. There ain't nobody in this whole wide world that's gonna help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. One day my mama told me, son, the advice I'm gonna give you, son, find a good good to him, and he's gonna be good to you. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. There ain't nobody in this whole wide world gonna help you carry your load. Walk on, boy. So if anybody ever should ask you, just who's that fella Brown? Just tell him I'm the boy who left his hand smoking where he beat that old steel down. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. There ain't nobody in this whole wide world that's gonna help you carry your load.
Doc and Merle would both be real proud of you two.
Well,
It's always a bit intimidating to even try to play a dog
Oh, I
tune
know.
on guitar.
I
you
know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun
you
anyways.
done good. I like that a lot. It was really good.
Thank you so much.
My special guests are Chris and Houston from Bottom Shelf Bourbon Trio from Vancouver, British Columbia, who will be playing tonight at Artists in the Round at one of the best venues in this whole area.
In the
And
Pacific Northwest.
It really
in my
is. She's
opinion.
that good, isn't she? Owned
she's
by Alpha
amazing.
Gisela. And first thing when I met her, I said, "Oh, you're from Germany," and she said, "Oh no."
Oh, you must have been in the doghouse.
Well, I was wondering if I'd ever get another artist back in here again after that. She said, "No, I'm from Iceland." I said, "Oh, excuse-moi," you know. I was just a little ways off, you know. That's great. Can you guys do one more song for us on the way out the door? Would that be good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
And
sure.
let's make sure you've got a new album that'll be coming out that, but not yet, but coming out soon
It should be done and out in October.
in October. Good.
Yeah, our producer's busy with festival season. He does sound for all of the
Super.
big festivals.
Super.
So we're gonna finish the recording part in September and mix it and have it done and out mid-October. if all
Sounds
goes
good.
well.
And tentative name is Slumberland for it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the name.
That sounds good.
Slumberland.
And tonight's show at Conway Muse will be, is it 7 to 10, did we say, or 7:30?
I think it's 7:30 to 10.
Okay.
We're gonna do, I think, 2 sets, songs in the round,
Right.
and yeah, it's gonna be a great night. Hope to see some of your listeners out
I
there.
hope we can get a bunch of us out here. We've got people going all the way up to Cascades National Park and hear you, so hopefully we'll get them and from the people around Mount Vernon as well. How's that?
That sounds great to me.
Okay, good. What would you like to do for your last song?
We need a 2-guitar song. How about mind if we play a sad one?
That's fine, as long as I don't cry.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let's do Radio Tango.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so this a songwriter friend of mine told me to stop telling people what songs are about. So I just tell them about when I wrote them. So this one I wrote riding a bus through the jungles in Mexico about a year ago. This is called Radio Tango. Found it in my left pocket, beside a crumpled up dollar, a cigarette pack scrubber. You scratch your number on and dot it in the eye with a heart. I haven't worn this coat in years, but I'm still late nights of drinking cheap cognac rise up to the surface of my thoughts, remembering a slow dance on wet cobblestone streets to strains of a radio tango. I haven't danced that way in years, but I'm still here. Time takes its toll as we grow a little bit colder. However could we know we grow apart so slow, like the sound of the seconds on a clock left unwound? I haven't known your touch in years, but I'm still here.
That was beautiful. Really beautiful.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Greg.
both so very much.
Thanks so much for having us.
That was my special guest this afternoon, Bottom Shelf Bourbon Trio from Vancouver, British Columbia, who will be playing tonight at 7:30 to 10 with artists in the round, with two other really great artists at Conway Muse. So please come out and support local music, and I hope you guys will come back and see me again sometime.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, we'll come back when the album's done.
That
Yeah.
would be wonderful. Please do
Yeah.
that.
Done.
That'd be great. It's sealed. I'll just wait to hear from you.
All right.
Fantastic.